Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character examiner by me. So let's get into it. Blade. He was sitting on the chair alone, with a contemplative gaze. And the most that you could do right now was just wonder what was going on in his head. So you decided you would go one step further, and sat down on his lap. And as you curled up in Blade's lap, within the warm confines of your shared quarters, you let out a soft hum of contentment. The rise and fall of his chest comforted you, making you smile. Still awake, little starlight? Blade's voice rumbled, amused and yet affectionate. You cracked open an eye, blinking up at the sharp angles of his jaw, softened by the dim light of the room. Couldn't sleep, you mumbled, nuzzling closer. Thinking about, you trailed off, a playful glint in your eyes. About what, About how much trouble you cause, you teased, earning a snort from him. Trouble? He echoed, raising an eyebrow. The only trouble I see is the one I currently have occupying my lap. His hand, strong and calloused, carved it through your hair, sending shivers down your spine, and you tilted your head back, relishing the touch. The worst kind of trouble, you purred, a smile tugging at your lips. And Blake chuckled at that, leaning down to press a kiss to your forehead. The warmth of his breath tickled your skin, a pleasant sensation that made your eyelids flutter shut. In that case, I plead guilty. You curled your fingers around the edge of his shirt, a contented sigh escaping your lips. In the quiet embrace, surrounded by the vast unknown beyond the window, you drifted to sleep, safe and cherished in Blade's arms. Aventurine. Perhaps he had no idea just how beautiful he was, how he could catch anyone's eyes. It was just the way that he was being naturally. So, as he was sitting down and reading something on his phone, you decided that you wanted some of his attention. And so you perched yourself atop his lap as he stared at you in surprise. Oh, looks like you missed me. How are you doing, darling? He says, holding you close, wrapping an arm around your waist, and pressing a soft kiss to your cheek as you smile. I'm just fine, Aventurine. You know, you would know that if you weren't so busy. I'm sorry about that. I've got a lot of work to do. But I promise, I'll be free soon. It's just that You what? You can't take a break for just a couple of hours? I miss you. Come on. At least humor me a little bit. Alright, I suppose I can. It's a little bit hard to resist you after all when you look so beautiful. You flatter me, Aventurine. But I'm not here for flattery. I'm here to be with you. So stop saying those words. You know what they do to my heart. And he chuckled softly at that, wrapping his arms around you tighter and burying his face into the crook of your neck. He needed to rest and wanted to get his mind off of things. And right now, as you settled there in his arms, it was a lot better than anything else. You ran your fingers through his hair. It was almost soft, and for some reason, you always used that strawberry shampoo. It was a familiar smell that you had gotten used to, and it was comforting right now, as you just settled against him and closed your eyes in contentment. Sometimes you had a lot of things to do and felt overwhelmed, and you knew that Aventurine was someone who would always push himself as well. So, whenever you wanted to rest, you would make sure that he was resting with you as well. Not to mention, feeling him against you, his warmth in his arms. It was the best thing in the world. Jing Yuan? You sat on the edge of the bed, your gaze fixed on Jing Yuan as he finishes a call. His presence fills the room with a calm yet commanding aura, and once he hangs up, his golden eyes find yours, and he smiles softly. "Come here," he murmurs, patting his lap invitingly. Blushing, you walk over and settle yourself on his lap. His arms wrap around you immediately, pulling you close. The warmth of his body seeps into yours, making you feel safe and loved. He looked so serious. Must have been an important call. You murmur, resting your head against his shoulder. "Nothing more important than you," her replies. His voice gentle, and he tilts your chin up to meet his gaze. "How was your day?" You sigh contentedly, tracing patterns on his chest. "Better now that I'm with you." His smile widens, and he leans down to press a tender kiss to your forehead. "You know, I missed you today. All those meetings. They felt endless without you by my side." "You always know how to make me feel special, Jinguan." You murmur, touched by his words. "That's because you are special," he says, his eyes sincere. "Every moment with you is precious to me." And you can't help but smile at his sweetness. "You really mean that?" "Of course I do," he answers, holding you tighter. "I love you." "And I love you too," you whisper back, feeling your heart swell with affection. He brushes a strand of hair behind your ear, his finger lingering on your cheek. "Let's stay like this for a while. Just you and me." And you nod, closing your eyes as you snuggle closer. In his arms, you find a peace that you've never known before. The world outside fading away, leaving the two of you in a small bubble of love and warmth.